In every generation, there comes a voice that refuses to be silenced. A voice born not from privilege or peace, but from pain. Here on Born to Win Legend, we don't just tell stories of success, we uncover the storms behind the greatness. And today, we bring you the raw, relentless, unstoppable journey of a man who went from trailer parks and broken dreams to global stardom, rewriting the rules of music along the way. This is the story of Eminem. He was born Marshall Bruce Mathers, 3 on October 17, 1972, in St. Joseph, Missouri. But there was nothing golden about his beginnings. His father abandoned the family when Marshall was just a baby. His mother, Debbie, battled poverty, instability, and personal demons. They moved constantly, barely staying in one place, drifting between Missouri and Detroit. For most kids, childhood is about play. For Marshall, it was survival. He was bullied in school, beaten so badly one time that he fell into a coma for several days. He struggled to fit in, never quite accepted, always on the edge. His home life was chaotic. Money was tight. Food was scarce. Love was complicated. But in the middle of that chaos, something began to grow. A voice, a rhythm, a fury. Marshall found comfort in words. He scribbled rhymes in notebooks, created characters in his mind, escaped reality through stories and syllables. At first, it was just a defense mechanism, but soon it became his identity. By the time he was a teenager in Detroit, rap music had become more than a hobby. It was his oxygen. But breaking into hip-hop as a white kid from a poor neighborhood was nearly impossible. He was laughed at, mocked, ignored. The underground rap scene was fierce and unforgiving. But Marshall didn't back down. He battled in clubs, competed in open mics, faced rejection after rejection, but never stopped. He honed his craft like a weapon. His words were fast, sharp, layered with emotion and rage. He became known in local circles as Eminem, a name that would soon shake the world. Still, success didn't come quickly. He worked low-paying jobs, barely scraping by. He faced the heartbreak of losing his uncle Ronnie, who had introduced him to rap and was one of the few people he truly connected with. The pain of that loss pushed him deeper into music. He recorded his first album, Infinite, in 1996, but it flopped. Critics dismissed him. Labels weren't interested. Friends walked away. And for a moment, Eminem nearly gave up. Then came the moment that changed everything. A demo tape of his alter ego, Slim Shady, made its way into the hands of legendary producer Dr. Dre. Dre heard something no one else did. Pure, unfiltered talent. He reached out, and the world of hip-hop would never be the same again. In 1999, Eminem dropped the Slim Shady LP, and it exploded. It was wild, controversial, unapologetic. It was unlike anything the industry had heard before. Eminem had arrived not as a polished artist, but as a ticking time bomb of lyrical genius. He didn't just rap, he attacked. Every rhyme was a punch, every song a confession. But fame didn't solve his problems. In fact, it brought new ones. With success came scrutiny. Critics labeled him dangerous. Activists tried to silence him. Lawsuits piled up. He faced battles with addiction, depression, and self-doubt. His relationship with his mother was toxic. His love life was turbulent. He became a father to Haley, his daughter, and vowed to give her a better life. But balancing fame, fatherhood, and personal demons nearly destroyed him. Yet, through it all, Eminem kept writing. Each album was a window into his soul. From the Marshall Mathers LP to the Eminem Show, from Encore to Relapse and Recovery, his music was a raw reflection of his pain, his rage, and his healing. He turned trauma into poetry. He made the world listen to the things no one else dared to say. He became a symbol for the broken, the rejected, the misunderstood. He gave voice to those who had none. And as his music climbed charts and shattered records, one thing became clear: Eminem was not just a rapper. He was a movement. He won Grammy after Grammy, became the first hip-hop artist to win an Academy Award for Best Original Song. He sold hundreds of millions of records. But more than the numbers, it was his resilience that inspired the world. He showed that no matter how deep the darkness, there's always a way out. That rock bottom isn't the end. It's the foundation for a comeback. In 2007, Eminem nearly died from an overdose. But instead of letting it end him, he fought back. He got clean. He rebuilt himself from the ground up. He released Recovery in 2010, a declaration of survival. He reminded the world that even legends bleed, but true legends rise again. Today, Eminem stands not just as one of the greatest rappers of all time, but as proof that greatness has no perfect beginning. That even if the world gives you every reason to fail, your will to fight back is what defines you. He's still writing, still performing, still fearless. A father, an artist, a survivor. He broke down barriers in music, race, culture, and censorship. And he did it all by staying unapologetically himself. So if you're struggling, if you feel like the odds are against you, let Eminem's story remind you that pain can be your fuel. That silence can be broken. That failure is not the end. It's the beginning of something powerful. This is Born to Win legend. If this story moved you, inspired you, or reminded you that even the most broken voices can change the world, don't forget to subscribe, because the next legend might be you.